Well, hello there, ladies and gents. Tomorrow will be a better day. Do you remember that, folks? Do you remember that? Wise words from old Captain Tom. She agrees with his daughter. She said, tomorrow will be a better day. Today, I'm building a single-storey extension. Tomorrow, I'm going to start a double-storey one. No, I'm joking. I'm joking a little bit. I wonder, folks, is his daughter destroying old Captain Tom's legacy? There's been questions in the past, and there's questions again reared their ugly head over the last couple of days. Is it concerning misappropriation of funds? Now, I pretty much think that's the term. I started to do this message a couple of minutes ago, and I stumbled on misappropriation, and I said it a couple of times, and I thought, that doesn't sound right. Do I know what I'm talking about? Have I got it right? So I went online and typed it in. It is misappropriation. I was correct, so I'm re-recording it now. I didn't want to be... I'm not the cleverest one in the world, but I didn't want to be too stupid. Anyway, yeah. She's running the old charity there, isn't she? His daughter, since old Captain Tom's died, and no doubt it's done good for many. I hope it has anyway. But I've seen there was things 6, 12, 18 months ago now where people were questioning where some of the monies have gone. And probably, I think people were sort of insinuating that maybe she's had some of it that she shouldn't have had. That's his daughter. Last couple of days, news has come out. She's building an extension to her £2 million property. I think it's in Cambridgeshire. Now, I've heard today, I don't know if this is right, I've heard today it's being built with, I know it's being built with money from the charity, but I've heard today that she was building an office block, a single-storey offices to do all the charity work from, so she was moving away from a house. Surely in a £2 million property, there'd be enough room there for a single office. Look at me. I'm only in a 4-bed detached and I've got my own studio bedroom. So if I can find somewhere to work from, I'm sure she can. Anyway, I digress as per usual. She's building this single-storey extension for offices for the charity. Turns out there's no offices at all. There's a swimming pool. She's put a swimming pool in there. Anyway, the powers that be, or whoever it might be, has gone to the charity and said, what's going on here? And I think it's the trustees of the charity, the ones that are in it with her, have said, we didn't even know she was building any offices. She's not asked us about it, not mentioned it to us. Now, maybe she's allowed to do that, but leaves a bad taste. I don't think she's allowed to. Anyway, since the furore started now, the local council saying, well, we've not given her planning permission, so it's got to come down. And I think because of what's being said, I think they probably will follow that through and make her pull it down. I think she's tried to get retrospective planning now, and I think that's been knocked back. And if it hasn't, I'm sure it will be. So what she's going to have done is took a lot of thousands of pounds out of this charity to build this single-storey extension, which she probably shouldn't have built at the outset, which probably isn't needed. Well, the swimming pool might be needed, but the offices weren't needed because I don't think there's an office in there. And as I said, a £2 million house, she's got loads of room for an office, loads of room. But that money's now all dead money because if it gets pulled down, she spent thousands of pounds on what? Now, I think I've also heard that the charity has stopped taking donations as of yesterday. Well, that's not good for all those it's supposed to represent, is it? I wonder how Captain Tom will be now. But he's turning in his grave, man. So tomorrow would be a better day, he said. Well, it's not going to be now, is it? Not going to be better at all. In fact, it's only going to get worse. I don't think she's done a good job on this one. As I say, I read something 6, 12, 18 months ago about people questioning where funds have gone. Now we know they've gone in bricks and mortar, but they shouldn't have done. Oh, bricks, mortar and water. It's a swimming pool, don't forget. Bricks, mortar and water. Yep, I don't think she should have done it. I think she'll live to regret it. And I think Uncle Tom is glad he's not here because I think he'd have questions to answer. And I don't think he'd be very happy answering them, do you, folks? No, I think she's let us down on this one. I think she has. I don't think we'll hear much more from her after the next couple of weeks. I think she'll be out of the media spotlight. She'll get dropped like a stone, I would have thought. I can't turn it off, folks.